Alrighty, guys and gals, what's going on? It's Biggie from the tavern. Hopefully it won't stop, or it won't start lagging out. I don't know what's up with the video, but I've not been able to play this one or the other video. I don't know what happens to it, but anyway, little quick update and check in with you freaks. So I might be adding a video into this about something I got today that it's a little project I'm going to be working on. And as a matter of fact, I might put it here. Alrighty, guys and gals, what's going on? It's E. It's the Biggie. And so I've mentioned a few times in some of my videos that I bought an arcade game for 150 bucks. And it came today. Came in this like a medium-sized truck. It was kind of a pain in the ass getting it in here because I have a super small place. But the dude had a dolly. Actually, just got it up to the door, and then I got it the rest of the way. So it doesn't work, but the reason I bought it is because this thing looks brand new, and they sell for about 600 bucks. So my plan is to take this thing apart, see if I can get it working. If I can get it working, I'll either sell it for like 500 bucks or so, or keep it. I'm not sure which. So let me take you in here. Now, it also came, and I didn't even know this, with this little bad boy, a stool, man. It's like a gaming stool. So I got it right here. It's in immaculate condition. So the guy, like I was back and forth with him a few times. He's got a bunch of these, I guess. This thing is immaculate. So it's got 12 games on it. This is what I'm interested in, Galaga. So it's got Galaga, and there's a game called Galaga 88. There's Miss Pac-Man. There's Galaxian 1 and 2. There's Dig Dug. Mappy. A whole bunch of games I've never even heard of, really. But it's in phenomenal shape. It's fucking, and it's cool. Now, this is a little smaller than I remember, but I mean, I haven't played one of these since I was a teenager, so I don't know. But it's, like I said, immaculate condition. This is just a facade right here. It doesn't take quarters, obviously. So here's the on-off, and nothing happens either way. So it could be something as simple as that switch. Could be a power supply. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I feel confident I might be able to get this thing working. So the next couple of days or so, I'm going to pull it in here, and I'm going to take it apart, and I'm going to get my voltmeter, which has, I can test ohms, resistance, all kinds of stuff on it. I can test capacitors, resistors, the power supply itself, you name it. And I'll probably end up recording that, but we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to attach this to some other video I'm going to do, and hopefully I can get this thing working. But I just wanted to check in with you. So that's it for me. Wish me luck. You guys and gals take care. See ya in something soon. Peace. So what you just saw, obviously the video game, I'm going to try to get that working, and hopefully I can. We'll see. But anyway, I wanted to check in with you. I'm going to be starting a game. So we finished up Fright Night. It finishes Sunday. Today's Saturday for me, but I'll probably release this after Sunday. If not, if you see this before Sunday, the last episode of Fright Night is coming up. I think it's called Finding Mary or something. The End, something like that. I really enjoyed it. Silent Hill 2, it was a great recommendation. Such a creepy game on so many levels. A lot of themes in that game. Guilt, shame, lust, love, but heavily driven by guilt. Hell of a story. A lot of fun to play. The combat was great. It wasn't too easy. It wasn't too hard. The puzzles were excellent. I really enjoyed the puzzles, and I'm not even the best at puzzles, but just a great, great game. I really, really enjoyed it. So that's it for that one. Now, probably we'll start the next Fright Night probably this weekend, because the way that I've got the schedule right now, it's World of Warcraft during the week, which currently includes the Naked Warrior and the Iron Man Challenge. Those are permadeath series that's going on. And I'm throwing in, when I can, Susie, the Night Elf Holy Priest. We're healing dungeons. Video coming out very soon with her. We heal... What did I heal? I can't remember. Oh, Stockades. I heal Stockades on her. And we got Hillbilly, the Orc Warrior. Both of these characters are... they died, and I've just rolled new characters and tried to get them roughly the same. So Hillbilly is no longer self-found. I died during the OnlyFans DC, that mess, that DDoS attack. That character died when I was off camera leveling it. And I didn't realize what it was at the time, but it's too late now. I've already got a character leveled. Anyway, Hillbilly, new episode coming out. I tank Black Fathom Deeps. Great group we had in there. I did my best as a tank. You guys can be the judge. We had a priest healing. It was a full mana drinker group, except for me, the warrior. We had a shaman, warlock, and mage, and it was pretty hard keeping threat. The mage kept pulling off of me. It was, that's what mages do. But I did the best I could. It was a lot of fun, regardless. So new Fright Night game coming out, and I'm not 100% sure what it's going to be, but it might be Chernobyl Heart of the Stalker 2, or I think that's the name of it. It was recommended to me. Might be playing that, but I might do a little game before this one called The Mortuary Assistant. It's had some updates and things. I've never played it, but I saw it a couple years ago, and it really interested me a lot. It's kind of a weird, creepy looking little game. So maybe we'll do that. I'm not sure. But that should be starting this weekend in that third slot. So I was releasing the Fright Nights at 7 p.m., like every other day. I've changed it so many times. But I'm just trying to keep to 5 a.m., 7 a.m., 9 a.m. Now, this is Mountain Time. But you'll notice the videos should be 2 hours apart. And that's for anybody listening on a car ride, you're at work, whatever. You finish a video, and then you've got like an hour, and then the next one comes out. That's kind of what I've done there. So the Fright Night's now coming out at 9 a.m. instead of 7 p.m. But now that should start next week. Hogwarts Legacy, we're just about to the place, I think, where we were before I lost my save point, like last year. I think when we were playing it. We're pretty close. Love that game. It's so much fun. And I've already done things that I didn't do before. So I don't know if these were updates that were put into the game or what, but I'm having a lot of fun with Hogwarts Legacy. Such a fun game. And Kingdom Come Deliverance, oh my God, I have such a love-hate relationship with that. I like the game, but so for instance, the 2 episodes out this weekend, I recorded them back to back, the Saturday and Sunday episodes. I ended up being more frustrated with having fun with the game. And this happens sometimes. Not every game is for everybody. I'm on the fence about whether to continue with it. There's a couple of things working against me and dragging me down. So it is buggy. There are bugs in the game. It's crashed on me a couple of times. The combat, it's really, the best way I can describe it is very slow and clunky. It takes a while to get used to. Now I'm talking about melee combat, but there are things you can do. Once you learn to block properly, if you block the same way somebody's attacking you, you get this little, you block the attack and you do a little damage to them. Sometimes you spin them around, all this stuff. And then there's combinations of strikes you can do. I have yet to get one of those off. I don't know how people do it. Now I'm playing on mouse and keyboard. I don't know if the controller is better, you can play it on the controller. I'm not sure, but there's a couple of things I hate about the game. The bleed. You get this bleed on you, and either I am not skilled enough in first aid to stop the bleeding, or I'm not doing something right. But you can be bleeding from like your head, torso, wherever. You go into your inventory. Well, first of all, you can't bandage during a fight, and I guess that makes sense. I mean, I don't know, not really. But when you do get an opportunity to bandage, it's such a low percentage, and I can't even tell if I've applied the bandage. It says apply, and then literally nothing happens. No sound, no nothing. And I don't know. I don't think I've ever stopped a bleed yet in the game. It's really punishing and really kind of silly. So I've bled out a couple of times. The other thing I cannot stand about that game is the bow. Oh my God. It is the stupidest design ever. I don't know what they were thinking when they were designing the shooting a bow and arrow in that game, but you're not lining your arrow up at all. It's so strange. So say you're aiming here at my nose with a bow. In the game, you're going to have to be, and this is also dependent on distance, which makes sense, but you're going to be down and like to the left. It's just so weird. I don't understand it, and you miss so many shots. But anyway, the game is pretty fun. I like the story. There's so much to do, but I don't know if they were maybe trying to make it real, like make combat feel like it was real. And they've done that pretty well with the melee, but the ranged is just dumb. I can't stand it. So you pile these negatives up with the fact that I'm just not very good. There are games I can play and there's games I can't play, but I ended up getting so frustrated. And then, so the Sunday episode, the game crashed. I finally got to a point, we're doing this like event. It's like a battle. And we pushed through and we're about to do this other thing like near the end, and the game crashed on me. I was bleeding out anyway, so I would have died. But I'm having to redo it, like try and try and try again and again. And it's pretty brutal. It really is. So I end up getting frustrated, and then that comes across in my narration. I tried to edit a lot of crap out, but there's a point, I think, where I've died, and it seems like a full minute, and I'm just, like, I'm not on the camera, but I'm just staring at the screen, boiling in anger. So I don't know about the future of that game on the channel. Now, what sucks about it is I was gifted the second game, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And I got to be honest, I might just try that one. Hopefully there's some improvements, but I'm not sure about the future. And honestly, there's not a whole lot of people watching it anyway. And that does come into play a little bit. I don't like to start things and not finish them, but I've done it. Baldur's Gate is a great example. It just wasn't a game for me. My play style is way too chill, relaxed. With Baldur's Gate, I don't know if you remember, but I've got like a party of people and I have to go through each and select what they're going to do. That's really not my thing. But I mean, the game seemed amazing. It's just not for my particular personality or play style or whatever. But yeah, I'm not sure. Let me know your thoughts. If anybody's watching Kingdom Come Deliverance, let me know. I don't know. If I get enough people say, please continue, I don't think anybody's going to be begging me to continue that game. But I don't know. So if I end up dropping Kingdom Come Deliverance, so here we go. So I don't know why this happens with the tavern. Can I just fast forward to something else here? No, it just completely like lags out. Okay. Let's just put this up here, just a stagnant image. This never used to happen. I'm not sure what's going on there. Might have to change this when I do the King's Room to 2K instead of 4K. It's quite taxing, even though my computer is an absolute beast. If I drop Kingdom Come Deliverance, I might try the second game, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, because I was already told they do a catch-up mechanic in case you haven't played the first game or you need a refresher. So they basically tell you what happened. I honestly would like to finish, but I don't know. It's like I said, I don't want to be frustrated playing it because if I'm frustrated, then I don't like being too salty. Like if I'm joking around or whatever, I'm frustrated with a quest drop in Warcraft, that's different. But if I'm just not having any fun, then, It's a big difference. So we'll see what happens there. If I drop, like I said, if I drop it, I'll either try the second game or I'm going to add a new game to the schedule. This is what I always do. I'm balls to the wall full time. And I'm like, you know what? Turn it up. But all I will say, the game I'm going to bring back, I'm just going to utter one word. Skeeter. Some of you might know what that is. Some of you don't. Depends on how long you've been watching the channel. So the game I'm talking about, I love. I really do. And it's had some improvements. There's some updates. There's some DLCs that are like $2, $5. I'm going to buy a couple of those. But that's going to be coming maybe this week. We will see. Now, having said all of that, I am going to Hawaii. Some of you may or may not know, with my girlfriend in May. From May, when is it? May 7th through the 12th. So about 5-6 days, whatever that, I think it's 5 days. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got a one-way flight. She got an unbelievable deal on tickets. So I can't wait for that. But so for that week, what I'm going to try to do, I mean, this is still, it's over a month away here. Is it? It's actually just about exactly a month away. So for that week I'm gone, I'm going to do my best to get videos saved up so they release, so there's no gap in the schedule. I'll do the very best that I can. If worse comes to worse, it might just be like one video a day. I might do Naked Warrior, then Iron Man. I'll do the best that I can, but it's a lot of recording. And I've got things going on. I think I've got another job lined up, which, good God, do I need? I do. We'll see what happens there. Super excited. I am going to bring, I've got 2 cameras. I've got one camera it's got a waterproof case. It's a lower quality. It's the camera I used. I've done some gym videos where I took the camera into the gym to show some workouts. It's 4K, but it's horrible. If it's not like outside in full sun, it's terrible. If it's outside in full sun, it actually looks pretty decent. But I have another camera that I was gifted. It's a Canon V-Shot 50, I think is what it's called. Amazing camera. That one's not waterproof, or at least I don't have a case for it. So I'm going to bring both of them because I'm going to be doing some snorkeling. My girlfriend's going to show me how. She loves that. So I'm going to try to get some footage and put it on the channel as best I can there. So, but yeah, I'll do the best I can for that week. And I guess that's it. I guess that's all I wanted to say. I have a feeling I know what you guys are going to say about Kingdom Come. You know, you guys are decent, nice. You're like, well, if you're not enjoying it, don't play it. I know some of you would probably like to see me continue. Like I said, I think it's the least watched series I've got right now. It's not for everybody, but it's such an interesting story. I really almost like the game. I just wish. So there's a trade-off, I think. When you're going for realism in a video game, I think there's just a point where it's like, okay, this sucks. Right? This is a fantasy game. Make it a little bit easier to combat, or whatever that means. So anyway, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Maybe I do at least one more episode. See if I can get through this little event that we're doing to progress the game. But I can always pretty much have fun in a game because I like to kind of mess with NPCs, and I just get, involved, and it comes out in the narration. I just have a lot of fun with it for the most part. But when it gets to the point where it's just, it's crashing, I'm bleeding to death and can just do nothing about it, then it just gets frustrating. We'll see what happens there. But I guess that's it. Just a quick little check-in. But yeah, Fright Night, the finale of it. And I found out with Silent Hill 2, there are 8 endings to that game. You'll see which one I get. That was really cool. I don't know how you get the different endings. I have a feeling it's probably based on how well you do finding clues, solving puzzles. but I'm not 100% sure on that. Or I probably missed a ton of stuff. But I kind of like the ending that I got. But yeah, man, wow, what a mind trip that game is, man. Who the writer for that game, or the writers, the undertones and overtones in that game are really deep and twisted. Like I said, guilt is like this overwhelming thing. So this guy's just in his head, essentially. And the story kind of plays out at the end, and it's like, oh, okay, right. But some of it's still not really clear. It can go different ways if you think too much on it. But overall, I think the game is about these themes, these deep emotional connections, and how that affects the psyche and how it causes a person to think and behave. And it's just really, really cool. Never played a game like it. One of my favorites. Resident Evil was great. Outlast. I loved the Outlast games. If you're into survival horror and you've not seen the Outlast series, I think we played, 2 or 3. I loved those. Those were so creepy. That's probably the creepiest games I've played, are those Outlast games. I would rank those at the top. And that's saying a lot, because survival horror is one of my favorite genres. In fact, I've mentioned this before, but that's what this channel was originally going to be, is a strictly survival horror game. So the early intros you see, and I'll use them every once in a while. It's like you go into this room and it's got the creepy TV and it's like this dude breathing. And then the end was the gravestone. I show those sometimes, but that's because the original channel was going to be, I was going to start with the forest and just do survival horror because I love them. But I'm also a massive World of Warcraft fan, and I don't know, I just kind of changed it up at the last minute. But yeah. So any thoughts on the next Fright Night game? Let me know. I'll take them into consideration. But I'm thinking about either the Mortuary Assistant or Chernobyl 2 Heart of the Stalker, something like that. I can't remember. I've got both of them ready to go, and we can start them as early as this weekend. Also, let me know if you're liking the schedule with World of Warcraft during the week, and the weekends are devoted to like alternative games, because I can switch it up still. If you want to see World of Warcraft on the weekends as well, what I'll do is just break it up. So what I actually will do, let me write this down. I'll actually create a poll. After this video airs, you'll find the poll and you can vote. They actually help me out a lot, because, especially if enough of you vote on it. So the poll will basically, what I just said, should I keep the weekends alternative games, or just spread them out through the week or something, and like World of Warcraft every day, which is, fine with me. But, anyway, I guess that's it for me. I want to thank you so much to the new subscribers choosing to subscribe. It's free to do. All of my long-term viewers and subscribers, thank you so very much. It means a lot to me. And especially a huge, huge thank you to my channel members who choose to join with like $3, $5, or $10 or something a month. There's 3 different levels, blue belt, brown belt, black belt. And they support me that way, which it pays for my internet bill. So rent is the most expensive, my new car payment, and then internet bill. It's about $115 a month. And you guys basically pay for that bill. So that money goes right back into the channel. And it is a massive help, because $100 to me, that could take me a week or more easily, so seriously, thank you so much. And even if you're just viewing, you're not somebody who likes to subscribe to channels, thank you for watching, commenting. I really do appreciate it. And I know I'm not on the comments like I was earlier in the channel. I kind of had something happen and it freaked me out. And I'm still honestly a little bit freaked out about it, because I kind of went off on some political stuff. And I got hammered. I got hate speech towards me, all kinds of stuff, simply because I disagreed or didn't like somebody in office. And it shocked me. It was horrible. But that's what it is. So if you're wondering why I'm getting better. I'm slowly getting back to answering comments, but there's a ton that I've missed. Hundreds, not even exaggerating, hundreds of comments I just didn't reply to. And I just want you to know I am sorry about that, because one thing I used to always do, every single comment that I got, if I saw it, at least get a heart, but usually I would, write a response. And I don't know if people care about that, but I do. So it does bother me that I'm, still struggling a little bit. Just kind of like worried I'm going to see something that like hurts my feelings. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's how I am. I take things personally. But I'm trying to get better about that. But anyway, that's it. Too much rambling. Thank you guys and gals so much for being you and for being here with me. This is my favorite thing to do. And the fact that I might make somebody laugh or whatever makes me feel really good. It really does. This is a big, big part of my life. So really enjoying it. Look for the poll. If you're interested in polls, shortly after this video, I will release the poll. And if you like, you can tell me what you want to see, like I was mentioning before. But that's it for me. You guys and gals take care. I love you. I will see you in a future episode of something. Peace, aroni, and cheese. That's my new outro.